How's it going, guys? So usually I like to get on here and make coin ring orders that I've already got. Today I don't have any orders, so if anybody wants to hop on the website and order something and see it get made, I'd be happy to work on that for you. The link is in my profile. You can get there by tapping my logo up here or the gold chain down here by the chat. While we wait, I'm just going to look at some coins I have to possibly add to the store. So these are really, really old quarters. There's not a whole lot of detail left on them, but I still think they would make cool rings. I've kind of held off on these. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of walk through coins that I have, but I haven't made rings out of yet. These are another type of older quarter that I think would be pretty cool. I like that one a bunch. I think that would be a good possible ring. Sure, go ahead, ask away. What can I help you with? And I got some barber quarters. I definitely think I should do these. I think this one's too clean, but I think I'm going to add these as well. So we'll set that out here. Yeah, go ahead. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Want one made from $50, but would like a black beauty rather than a shiny silver. Do I have anything that can do that? Yes. The best example I have of that is this one, and it's kind of worn away, but I did, yeah, you can see it on the inside here. So you just want it to be like completely black like that. So that's done with liver of sulfur. I don't use it very much because it stinks really bad and it gets on my hands. I prefer to make shiny rings, but if that's something you would like, I could do that. Now, would you want it to stay completely black, or would you want like the higher points to be shiny and the background to be black? 'Cause I can do it totally blacked out. I think it looks cool. Would look like the inside of this. But yeah, I could do that for you. Do you know what kind of $50 you'd like? Like silver, copper clad, Kennedy, Franklin, Walking Liberty. I really like doing the Walking Liberty ones. Okay, yeah. A bicentennial? I have one bicentennial. Where is it? Right here. Okay, so I do want to warn you a little bit. This is a copper-clad coin, so it's mostly made of copper. And copper can turn your fingers green over time just from sweat and just being on your skin. You can put clear fingernail polish over this, maybe every week or two, and that will reduce that green finger effect. But really, it's just kind of a property of copper, and I want you to know about it before you order the ring. Is that going to be okay? If you're down with that, I'd be happy to work on that for you. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, just go to my website, find the copper-clad $50 coin ring, and as soon as I see your order come in, I'll get to work on that for you. This is another one that I haven't worked on yet, but I want to. It's pretty cool. Let's set that out here. No, I think you picked a good one. I think this will be really good. And I'm assuming you'll want the date on the outside. The back's pretty cool too. Got Independence Hall. It says 200 years of freedom on there. It would be a good looking ring either way. Got Liberty all the way across the top there. It'd be up to you. Yeah, you want the year out? Okay. I can do that. Most certainly. So yeah, I've made these before. Fine silver little mini Morgans. Awesome. Here's one I haven't done yet. Would be pretty cool. So we'll put that in the need to make pile. I made one of these. Super cool, actually. I need to add this one to the website. Couldn't get it very big, but it's pretty neat. Little Morgan imitation. I like these a bunch. I like these so much I actually wear this one. So this is a 1/4 ounce fine silver, like Walking Liberty imitation round. Really cool. Very comfortable ring. This one I recently made too. This is a replica 1909 wheat penny fine silver round. It came out really good. Get the full date and the S there. Liberty. And go We Trust across the top. Really nice reeded edge. And you get those wheat grain plant things on the inside. And the VDB initials that would be on the penny that you're looking for. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like how that one came out. That was nice. These are probably one of my new favorites. These are 1/2 ounce Aztec rounds. Unfortunately, I sold my example of one of these, but I do have more if you'd like to get one. They're very cool. Lots of crazy detail all over this thing. Really, really neat. They make very cool rings. So we are just waiting for, let me see here, WhatsApp Tickers to place his order for this bicentennial $50. As soon as he places that, we'll get to work on this. So if you want to hang around, shouldn't take him too long. I've got faith in him. There's another new coin I got. It's pretty cool. All right, I saw it come in. Let's see. Put these aside. All right, can you tell me what ring size you picked? I can't hop over and see. It'd be great if you'd let me know. So instead of doing a 1/2-inch punch, I'll do a 5/8. Unless there's one in between. Nine sixteenths. Yeah, we'll do that. So the first thing we're going to do is punch a hole in the center of our coin here. There's bicentennial hole. Pretty solid little center punch. I like it. There is our punched coin. Now, if you look on this inside edge here, it's actually pretty sharp from where we punched that center out. So we're going to clean that up with a deburring tool. That's this thing. You can get it at like a hardware store. It's pretty great for cleaning up circular insides that are sharp, which makes it perfect for making coin rings. This is kind of the slow, boring part, so if you guys wouldn't mind tapping the screen while we get through this, I sure would appreciate it. We're currently at 1,400 likes on this live. That's pretty good. Not too shabby. And if any of you guys have any questions while I'm working on this, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm very open about what I make and my process and all that. So if there's something you'd like to know, let me know. So I had a machinist as a best friend for several years before you realized. Let the tool you have in your right hand is used more. Most people use a pen and a keyboard. Interesting. I mean, it's a great tool. I really like it. It's a hell of a lot better than trying to do this with like sandpaper or something. Yeah, props to the guy who figured this thing out. Just can't do the same job. Yeah. No doubt. Getting a little squeaky though. There we go. And you can see it's nice and shiny and smooth. Looks good. The next step is to anneal this coin. So we're going to heat it up with this torch here. This is going to soften up that copper, make it easier to fold and shape. And that annealing process also makes this nice and dark. Not quite as dark as the liver of sulfur will get it, but still pretty good. Howdy, howdy. I'm going to hop over here to the 1-ton Arbor Press. Also a very useful tool. Looking good, I agree. Off to a good start. Prop that up a little bit. That's just a little too big for that one. Use a ball bearing to get our first fold. See if y'all can see. I don't know if they've made 90% bicentennial plates. I think they made 40%. Thank you. So you're saying I should raise my prices? Hey, I'm not expensive enough? Is that what I'm hearing? Hey, I've done it before, I'll do it again. If the market will stand it. I try to be reasonable, so I'm glad that's coming through. I appreciate it. This is a pretty good fold. Looking very sharp. Nice and even all the way around. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe just a minor little wobble in it. Straighten it out. Well, if anybody else wants to check out my work, see some of the other rings I've made, I do have a website linked on my profile. There's also a little gold link down by the chat that you can tap on. That'll pull up some of my products. I'd appreciate it if you check them out. Just take a minute and go look at them. Tell me how pretty they are. Maybe buy yourself something. I don't know. We're going to heat it up again before we start stretching it, because as we bend and shape this, it work hardens. So we're going to anneal it to soften it up again. Got to make sure not to set my phone on fire. And if you haven't followed me yet, please consider dropping a follow. I sure do appreciate it. Helps me feel better. Nice and dark, huh? So now we're going to go over to our ring stretcher here. If my phone will behave itself, please don't fall over. We're going to start stretching it. I like to use this blue paper towel in between my rings and my stretcher. This helps keep the detail on the inside. And it also reduces the chance that we'll get a split. But before we start stretching it, I'm going to sand this cut edge. Make sure that's nice and smooth, because that's where a split will start. So the smoother that is, the safer we'll be. Nice. Alright, now we'll get that paper towel on there. Last one of these I made was a size 15, so not too far off. Sitting at a little over a size 13, so we got some more stretching to do. Go ahead and flip it over, stretch it on the other side a little bit. Flip it over again. I knew it. Phone's never safe. That's about a size 15. I'm going to go a little bit further. And while I do that, I'm going to set y'all over here. If anybody has anything to ask, I can see the screen now, so go ahead and put it in the comments. Boop, boop, doo. So here is our ring so far. Blurry as all get out. There we go. So if we put it on its side, you can kind of see how it's uneven, right? So this side is a little wider than this side. And that's why I stretched it over our target size. So now we can reduce that wider side and get a nice even wall. So now we're going to try and find the right die to get us there. That one looks pretty good. Oh yeah, That looks very nice. What do you think, sir? Looks great. Looking great. Thank you, thank you. Unfortunately, that reducing did get us back to about 13. Won't take too much to get to the right size. So I'm just going to stretch it a little bit. Can I make a size 17? In like Morgan dollars, Peace dollars, and American Eagles. I think the max size for a $1/2 is a 16. So we got it back up to just above a size 14.5. And I'm just going to reduce it just a little bit. I kind of do this like back and forth play. So I want it to have the right shape, but also be the right size. So I go back and forth till I really lock it in. So if you want, I could leave it like this, like with the fire scale on there. It's pretty tough stuff. It'll be nice and dark all the way through. And I can actually anneal it again and get all the shiny parts dark if you want. Or I can do that liver of sulfur darkening. But that'll take some time to set up. And I'll have to get all this fire scale off of it to add that liver of sulfur. So let me know what you want to do. Do you like it like that? Re-anneal it. Let me know. Looks pretty cool. You'd rather the sulfur? Okay. In that case, we gotta knock as much of this off of here as we can. For that, I use steel wool. Woo! Then I'm going to have to get some really hot water for this liver of sulfur to work. I may have to jump off the live to do that. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try and show you. How cool is the date on this, though? How tight is that? Get a good look at it before liver of sulfur. Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna go get that hot water like I said. It's gonna take me maybe a minute or 2 or 3. Please hang out. I'll be back as soon as I can. All right, I'm so sorry that took so long. This thing is so hot, I had to put it down, bringing it over here. But we got some hot water, very, very hot. And this is liver of sulfur gel. just going to squeeze some of that in there and stir it with something. Random file. And then basically we just put this in there and let it do its thing. Again, this is going to be about a minute long, maybe 2. We'll take it out every once in a while to see it get darker and darker. You can already see it darkening up there nicely. I don't usually do this. Like I said, I like very shiny rings like this. This is a Libertad. This is the first one I ever did. I just finished this. It's very cool. But I like my stuff to be shiny silver. But he asked for black. So that's what we're gonna do. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Yeah, no problem. I think it's coming along pretty cool. Squirt a little more in there just for good measure. I can't stop looking at it. It's really cool. See if we can get the dates to show up in focus for half a second. A little bit. Either way, I'm going to leave it in here for another minute or 2. Then we'll pull it out and dry it off. And after I finish this, I am open to make a ring for anybody who's watching. So if you'd like to see a coin ring get made just for you, you can hop over to coinringmaker.com, place an order, and I will get to work on it for you. What's up, tickers? Ordered this $50 on this live. And if you want to do that too, That's how you do it. There's also like a little gold link down here by the chat you can tap on. Give it a try. Check it out. This stinks like skunk, like bad. Stinky, stinky. It's a ring mandrel. It's for sizing rings. Just a little bitty one. No pew-pews here. Well, for anyone who's just joined in, it looked like we got, 100 new people. I am using liver of sulfur to darken this $50 coin ring for one of my customers. He's here in the chat. It's What's Up Tickers. This is going to be his ring. It's a 14.5. It's a pretty good size ring. And if you're interested in checking out my coin rings, seeing the stuff I make, tap my logo right here and the link on my profile, or the gold chain down here by the chat. That'll bring up some of my products. If you see something you like and you're like, man, I'd like to get that, if you order it right now, I will make your ring live on TikTok for you. All you got to do is hop over to the store and get you something. Lots of cool stuff to choose from. Go take a look, guys. So we're almost done with this. And I want to work on something else, so give me something to work on. How do you measure your ring size? What I suggest is that people go to a jewelry store and get size there. That way it'll be accurate. It should be free, and it shouldn't take very long. Rinse that off a little bit. But you have to make it bigger because it's wider. I'm not sure what you mean. There we go. It's got some nice kind of purple green coloration to it. It's pretty cool, man. Nice dark ring. What do you think? I think it came out really cool. But yeah, I suggest visiting a jewelry store and getting size there. Should be fast, free, and accurate. A lot of online methods to measure your finger size with like string or measuring tape are not accurate at all, and I've had a lot of trouble with that. The wider the ring, the bigger the size. The bigger the hole in the ring, the bigger the size. The bigger the coin, the wider the ring. I can. Would you like me to? You wanna buff off these high points? That part's a little tricky. But if you want, I'll give it a try. And if I mess up and I go too deep, I can just put it back in here and darken it again. But yeah, give me a thumbs up if you want me to buff off the high points. Yeah, just the high points for shiny. I think that would look cool. I agree. So for that, we're going to set this up here. Let me pull out a little bit. Check out my feet. And Yeah, so the thickness of your ring has nothing to do with your ring size. So like this ring and this ring are the same size because of the hole that your finger goes in. So you just need the size of the hole your finger goes in. If you would like a thicker band, you need to pick a larger coin. So this is a $50. This is a piece dollar. Okay, so the bigger the band you want, the bigger coin you need to get. Does that make sense? How's that look? I think that looks pretty cool. And then I'm just going to keep the inside dark. Because getting those high points, it's really difficult. And we'll give it a little bit of a polish to accentuate that a bit. Alright guys, I gotta hop off of here. I do appreciate you watching. And I hope you all have a great day. Check out the website if you can. I'll see you later. Give me a follow. Bye.